Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to X-Plane 11. We're here in Wellington and we're flying to Queenstown. Scenic approach in Queenstown. QNH is 1018 here. I'll put that in there. We're getting underway. We've gotten our IFR clearance from the guy. I'm about to ask him for push and start. Although that will take a moment as we have some other minor little things to complete first before pushback is ready. And by other little minor things, I mean nav and beacon light can come on here at the gate. APU gen is on. External power can be removed. And then we can go ahead and go into the supply and completely remove the GPU. Information Foxtrot is now current. Alright, well that's fine. Ground handling, all those guys can go away. We'll go ahead and remove all of this. Alright, we're good now. We should be ready for departure. $353 miles to Queenstown today, just under an hour. About 45 minutes actually, probably. About 50 minutes maybe. Dylan's here and Krish is here and Lardo's almost here. Damn it, you guys. They're fucking mute or something. Dylan.
Yeah?
Okay, you are there. I was making sure you didn't fall asleep. Tower New Zealand 603 ready for push and start.
I might go and find
New Zealand 603, push and start.
Push and start approved, New Zealand 603. Okay, we got the push and start. We will go ahead and get the better pushback to start the pushback.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
I want it right there, sir. Right there. We're flying the All Blacks delivery today on a domestic route as it always flies. One thing that I will set though here at the gate is I will get the VOR for the airport, and we will use this VOR to navigate ourselves out of the airport because of a waypoint mismatch, as is too common with me. So if we take in the approach chart, so I can get the VOR from that. No, that's the VOR is right there. 112.3.
All right, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Radio nav, there it is. VOR, I'll put it in VOR 2, 112.3. Decimal 3. Actually, no, that's that side only. Yeah, I'll put it in both sides. 112.3. It's Wellington VOR. Okay. 0.5 miles out.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Toes connected, bypass pens inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Alright, parking brake is killed.
Here comes the pushback. Line them up.
Yes, sir. Damn it, is Krish still here? Krish.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good. Start with number 2. Quiet day today. It's the middle of the night though, so I mean that's to be
because I'm
expected.
using VGA, that's why it's very blurry. I don't know.
No, that shouldn't be why. VGA is a good connector. Input device. Alright. What do you think, Dylan? What's the best cable for a monitor?
HDMI?
You think it's HDMI?
Yeah.
Yeah, HDMI is solid. Nothing wrong with it. Alrighty. Batteries, I forgot to turn the fuel pumps on as well. And the batteries right there. There you go. Alright, flight controls. Check the ailerons are working at about 3 FPS. The elevators are working, rudder is working.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Okay, spoilers armed, flaps 1. Engine can come off of the ignition. Can go ahead and shut off the APU now. Aerodrome chart. Hello, Ghost Rider 115, who is not actually Ghost Rider 115.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
What is that taxiway? Is that... It's Alpha, okay. Alright, tower, New Zealand 603, ready for taxi.
New Zealand 603. Taxi holding point Alpha 2, runway 16 via Bravos 8 and Alpha.
Holding point Alpha 2 on runway 16 via Bravo 8 and Alpha for New Zealand 603. Alright, taxi light can come on. How many fucking times do you have to hit the parking brake in this plane?
Okay, I'm gonna sleep, guys, right now.
Damn it, Krish.
Yeah, it's very late.
Damn it. Good night, Krish.
I have school. Good night.
Alright, good night. Damn it, flight surgeon, you and your awful method of trolling that doesn't work because I know about that white background. Holding point Alpha 2 is the one right before Alpha 1, which makes sense. Alright, here we are in the All Blacks A320 getting ready to go to Queenstown. The frames are ass right now, but that's kind of to be expected. It's also perfectly fine with Swift. Dylan, you're still there, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. Mode Charlie. Terrain on. There's a lot of terrain in the area, so we'll turn terrain on. How far out are we from the runway? Which taxiway is this? This one's Alpha 4. We're actually getting pretty close now. So there's 3 and then there's Alpha 2 over there. Damn it, flight surgeon, you and your knockoff Ghost Rider account. A FAP menu. Flight attendants, please be seated for takeoff. Landing lights coming on, strobe light on, runway turn off on. I always turn on the wing light just because why not? There's no need for it, but you know what, why not? It may be a little bit early today, but actually no, this is Alpha 2 right here. We're just past Alpha 3. There we go. Never mind, not early at all. Tower New Zealand 603, holding short of 16 at Alpha 2.
603, thank you. Airborne, bid AED services available. I'm not a Unicom 122 days late. Runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff runway 16, and upon takeoff, contact Unicom on 122.8. Have a nice day, sir. I said,
Thanks for flying.
I said contact like an idiot, but I meant to say monitor. Damn it.
Approaching 16.
And all stations, Wellington Tower is now closing. Monitor Unicom 1 station 1.
He stayed on just for me. That's so nice. Alright, well... now I can pretty much
runway 16.
completely forget about the procedure that I was talking about earlier. Alright, throttles up to 40. Actually, it's a pretty short runway. Oh. Advance the throttle's just a bit too far. Okay. Manflex, model thrust blue. Thrust runway blue. Okay, it's 100 knots now. We're blowing all over the place. V1, rotate. Very windy. Positive right gear up. Climb thrust. Selected. He said to monitor Unicom, but I won't do that until we get sufficiently airborne. When I say sufficiently airborne, I mean properly out of the guy's airspace. I'm gonna turn on the autopilot. Hello, Geo. How's it going? Flight surgeons pretend to be Ghost Rider, and everybody abandoned the Voos shoot except for Dylan and I mean, Lardo's there as well, but he's doing work, so he doesn't count. Oh yeah, 122.8. That was the other thing I was doing. Alrighty. Is there controller on Unicom? No, but is there controller? I do not know. Okay, I need to turn on my anti-ice. Anti-ice on. Because it is 9 degrees instead of less than 10 degrees. Which is less than 10 degrees, I mean. We're using the Matavia mod today. You can see it here. They're wide-ass engines. Pretty sure they use wide engines in real life, though, so that is quite alright. I needed to, let me just double check that. Damn it, Ghost Rider. ANZ. I should just check with the registration of the aircraft, which is Zulu Kilo OAB. Zulu Kilo OAB. Has wide-ass engines. It used to have black engines, but they changed it. And they're IEs as well, so that's great.
Altimeter Settings.
Thank you, Extra S. I'll get to that in just a second. There you go, STD. Now that doesn't look right. So let's turn that off. And let's go ahead down here and turn this guy on. And then everything else. Yeah, it should be on. We'll tilt it a bit up. And we'll tilt it more down later. Actually, no, I mean, let's tilt it a bit down. Alright, beautiful takeoff. This plane is very nice. I like it very much. I still don't know which one's better, this one or the Tolus. Which one's a better value, I think, is the Tolus, both of them. Because they're a little bit cheaper. In terms of the aircraft itself, but this one, of course, has more routes than, again, it's a mess, but just say that both of them are excellent aircraft. Let's put it that way. I don't need anti-ice on anymore. We're at 9900, we can go ahead and turn off the landing lights. And the wing light, which is useless anyway. My A380 is the best. Hell da. Fasten seatbelt sign can come off as well. It is a short flight. We're going to cruise at 30,000 feet. It does say that the optimum and the max is 38,000, but I would prefer to cruise at 30,000 as it's not too far between our top of climb and our top of descent, even at 30,000, so it's going to be even closer at 38,000 or any higher. I should have gotten ortho for Wellington, but I decided to do this flight about an hour ago, and ortho doesn't generate in an hour like that. Or in Queenstown, I mean. Queenstown has been rated the most scenic approach in the world. It is summertime, so it's probably not as scenic as it would normally be. There's a very lovely air traffic controller, Wellington Tower. It stayed on just for us. Even though we were a little bit slow because we had some issues as normal. There's a Delta 737, by the way, flying from Christchurch to Sydney. Sean. So, Ghost Rider, how was next gen stream? I'm asking you, because you claim to be the real Ghost Rider. Where the hell did next gen stream go? Is it not rendered yet? It's probably not rendered. My A380 is the best. Duh. Alright, short flight today, but it is 11 PM and I have school tomorrow, so that is why we're doing such a short flight. I was gonna do Invercargill to Auckland, but we're flying from Wellington to Queenstown instead, which is a lot shorter, but it does traverse the two islands, the same two islands, but in the opposite direction. From the North Island to the South Island, I mean. And also, flight surgeon, why did you leave the Woost chute? I'm not complaining, I'm just asking. Why you leave the Woost chute? The Woost chute is the best chute. Those IE engines do look very nice. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, you can't toggle them like you can in the toll list. You do have to get the Matavia mod to get sharklets and those IEs. I do really like this livery, though. It is a very nice livery. The Air New Zealand All Blacks. There's some slight increase in terrain right there on the clouds went away, so now that exposes everything. Damn it, you fucking clouds. But yeah, a slight increase in terrain, also known as mountains. Quite large mountains, to be honest. A gradual rise in terrain, let's call it. Totally. Dylan, what are you doing?
I'm having my breakfast.
Oh, that's what you're doing. Well, that makes sense. Yep, Wellington ATIS is no longer available, considering the fact that Wellington has closed. They've closed operations forever. Never ever going to see another operation at Wellington. Is that right, Dylan? Okay, let's take the VAT New Zealand website, which has charts for most of, well, it has charts for all of New Zealand and most of the, fuck. What is it that I'm thinking of? Oceania, I guess. That's the best word I can use to describe this area, this part of the world. But not for Australia. Everything outside of Australia. Hello, Peterkins. How are you doing today? It's RNAV for 2-3, isn't it? I think it's not ILS. Is there even an RNAV approach? Arrival. Yeah, I forgot to select the runway. Damn it. Temporary insert. NZQN. Arrival. Runway 23. You're well. That's good, Peterkins. Elro 2 Bravo. Let's do this over again. Yeah, but it doesn't give me an approach, which is strange. So that just means it's basically straight up visual approach. Fucking clear the discount. Just get rid of it. You are well. Damn it, Peterkins, you and your well. 300 miles. We're estimated to arrive in 43 minutes. I hope that that's faster, though. Beautiful All Blacks livery, and all the clouds went away because, of course, they did. Once they get closer to Christchurch, they should come back. Actually, speaking of Christchurch, well, that's not Christchurch yet. I'm fucking dealing with Noah right now. Are we at top of climb yet? No, we're not. We're not even at KI yet. Kilo India. Well, I mean, to be fair, though, that should be around top. Well, no, that's way after top of climb. We reached top of climb near Christchurch, actually. We're passing through 20,000 feet. Peterkins, did you fly anywhere today? Did you do your flight from Libreville to Lagos to Accra? Yes. Did you do that today or yesterday? Yep. Okay. Dylan, what are you having for breakfast? Yesterday got a minus 78. Where did you get a minus 78 at? What plane were you flying? Damn it, Dylan and his breakfast.
Yes.
What are you eating?
I don't think you will know this stuff.
What is it?
Single food.
Yeah, but what is it called?
I don't know what's the single no, English name for that.
You
but
don't know.
We call it papala.
Okay. Fair enough. Peterkins flew into Casablanca today, got a minus 146. Not bad. That was better than mine, but to be fair, it was my goddamn piece of shit Autoland that absolutely fucked over. Where's ANZ 651 go to? Flew into DAG a couple minutes ago, got a minus 34. In the Zebo mod, all of these? DAG is low. What is DAG? I recognize it, but I don't remember it. DAG Airport. Oh yeah, it's Abidjan. Of course it's Abidjan. No, it's Algiers, I mean. Not Abidjan. Abidjan is Felix's airport, but Algiers is not Felix's airport. That piece of shit 737-700 is what you're flying? Damn, that thing is a very easy plane to land, though. To be fair. It is a piece of shit, though. You are aware that they're making a new one, right? And it should be out any day. It's well overdue. It's a month overdue now. Damn it, Peterkins. No one cares about the Aerosoft CRJ. Yes, Peterkins, we're all awaiting it. And we're all gonna get more and more disappointed when it doesn't come out. Okay, what flight is ANZ 651? ANZ 651 is Wellington to Christchurch. Is it also Christchurch? It is Christchurch to Queenstown. So we're gonna have two dudes at Queenstown, aren't we? Of course we are. That's great. You have both the 319 and 321 flown the 321 only once. What flight did you do on the 321? Also, you should fly more because those two are some of the best pay-wear planes for X-Plane. The 319, 321, this thing, the Sun 5, the 7.6 are probably the best pay-wear planes for X-Plane. Not necessarily in that order, but just overall. I'm not missing any, am I? I don't think so. The A300 if you kind of want it. Fort Lauderdale to Tampa. Spirit? Short ass flight. We flew from Miami to Tampa and that was the biggest shithole I've ever seen. Fucking Tampa. The approach controller didn't know a thing about controlling. He had created an absolute mess. It was a shit show in Tampa. The flight surgeon was due to arrive probably 15-20 minutes before me. I ended up arriving before him because the guy vectored flight surgeon out so far. And I just came in like a torpedo and just landed the plane. I was like, hell no, I'm not waiting for none of this bullshit. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna land the plane. That's exactly what I did. The guy didn't say nothing. And by he didn't say nothing, I mean, he didn't care about what I was doing. He just let me do my thing. From Miami to Tampa. That's what that flight was on the American Airlines, on the Zebo mod. Alright, well, I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back and Alright, let's see here. What are we doing? We're at 294. We're at 300 now, pretty much at our cruise. We have a ridiculous headwind, because of course we do. For once I fly against the wind, and it's the most ridiculous wind ever. Luckily, it's a very short flight. Clouds have come back, it looks like. So yeah, we do have an almost 100 knot headwind, which is ridiculous. Alrighty. How's everybody doing today? Late night stream once again? You seem to always be doing this. Caleb Day is heading to Queenstown as well, so we're gonna have to coordinate something. We've got Singapore 247, he's heading to Wellington on Microsoft Flight Sim. There's a 744 coming in from Darwin, of course there is. Qantas departed Queenstown, so he's good. Sydney to Wellington's also there. Bit of a headwind, but that'll turn to slightly less of a headwind here in just a few minutes once we pass Christchurch. We should be in Wellington before he is, unless the That Spy map is really out of date. Where's the Swift client? Okay, luckily he's on the ground in Christchurch. I also wish that there was a new livery available for the Air New Zealand aircraft. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're flying through some minor turbulence. I don't think the seatbelt sign is currently necessary. We do ask that you do please fasten your seatbelt while you are seated, and we ask that you refrain from getting up unless necessary. Thank you. I mean, it's a little bit of turbulence, nothing major though. There's the Christchurch Airport. Now one guy's parked at the ramp, by the way. You can see him right there. This is not the Christchurch Airport. Where the hell did the Swift bus go? There you go. Now we've got more of the airport loaded in here in Christchurch. Christchurch, New Zealand. Alright. 3 knots is still the headwind. Almost direct. There's Christchurch, so we're gonna turn more toward the right. We're hugging this east coast of the southern island, and then we're gonna kind of cross the coast, cross to the west coast of the island to head to Queenstown, New Zealand, not to be confused with Queenstown, Ireland. Although I don't know how anybody could confuse those two places, since Queenstown, Ireland hasn't existed for almost 100 years. It actually is probably over 100 years at this point. $25, 15, 15. That is 55. plus 45 is 119. So that is a very short descent into Queenstown. What altitude is the Queenstown airport at? 1220, so it's not even high up. Peterkins, where is the group flight? I'll do a flyby for you too, because you love your flybys. I see. I don't know. We'll see. What time is it on Saturday? Damn it, Lardo, him and his work. So there it is, very close by. We're just about to fly over at Christchurch. 2 p.m. Eastern. Let's see, I don't know if I can make that. Because you're doing 2 legs, so I don't know if I can make both of the legs. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see once it gets a little bit closer to the date of travel. Alright, flying over Christchurch now. To be fair though, they're not very long flights. Okay, well now the turbulence is getting a little bit worse. The IE mod is really good for the Flight Factor A320. Yeah, the Matavia mod really is a very good mod. Not broken at all, like some people say it is. Trish. We're now past Christchurch. We're definitely gonna get there before the Air New Zealand guy down there. As he still hasn't left the gate yet, so yep, there's no chance of him arriving there first. Unless I fuck up or may have a kerfuffle or something. Alright. 89 knots now. It's not quite as direct as it was before, but it's still rather direct. It is quite unfortunate to be flying in such a headwind. Damn it, Peterkins. Yeah, 5 hours from 2 p.m. does cut it close. I don't know. I'll see. Our crab angle is ridiculous. It's quite extreme on Sim Toolkit Pro at least. And Sim Toolkit Pro is sending the data to that live map that you're seeing. So yeah, I suppose that we're getting a bit of ridiculous crab angle on the screen there. That's fucking weather? No, it has to be some sort of error. Yeah, it's the range right there, yep. That's what's causing that blip right there to be picked up. Put it up there, what happens? Oh, nothing. Alright, well, it's getting worse now. Damn it, Peterkins, you and your smiley faces. Enter the destination data, and for Queenstown. Alright. Arrival. RNAV. For runway 23. Let's get the latest METAR. For November Zulu, Quebec, November. What the hell is this chart? It's a terrain chart as well, isn't it? Runway 23 is down the base of a valley. Yes, I see. Let's go over to plan mode. It's not quite as extreme for me. No results. It's fucking Queenstown. Did they just build an airport there or something? Alright, well, let's go into performance, and QNH is 1010. I don't know how accurate this data is, by the way. QNH is 1010. The temperature is 19 degrees. It's surprisingly warm there. Wind is 0. No, it's 0.1 at 06. It's 0.1 at 08. 140 at 15. Well, that's a crosswind of 15 knots. And currently the Zulu time is 5:30. So at 5 it was 220 at 14. But it's at 6 Zulu. It's supposed to be 140 at 15. I'll put in 220 at 15 because that's the latest we know. The minimum is minimum altitude, M&M altitude 9200. RMP 0.3, 1538 feet. 1500 feet. 2700 feet is the MDA. It doesn't accept a final for any sort of runway. R nav R23 Zulu maybe? No, you see. Yeah, it doesn't have any arrival. It only tells me that there's 1800 or about 1900 meters of runway available. So we're coming pretty blind into Queenstown. It's probably because of my air act, to be honest. Wouldn't be the first time it's messed something up. I guess we'll follow the valley in from Atkill. Fly heading of 233 to Quebec, November 780-775 to 770. Advup. Is Advup on here? Negative. Plan mode again. Atkill. Okay, from Atkill I'll take visual, I guess. I have to be able to navigate into the airport. What's the VOR? The VOR is in case of missed approach, fly south at a turn south immediately, heading 160 to 182 to come around again. It's interesting. Course of 234 is going to be the final approach course, but yeah, it's a tight-ass maneuver to get into there. Caution, aerodrome surrounded by mountainous terrain. VFR aircraft may be OPR without reference. Okay. Threshold elevation 1171 feet, category B. Arnav Zulu, runway 23. Where is the VOR? I just want VOR DME B and C. I just want to know the airport VOR frequency. VOR DME 113.6. Completely offset from the airport, which is fair enough. Radio nav 113.6. 113.6 at a course of 234. Actually, no, at a course of 260 at the thing. VR hasn't awoken yet. 120 miles away or so. Alright, Peterkins, how are you doing? How are you doing right now? Your approaches today were much easier than this, and I can assure you of that. We're getting close to top of descent now. It is only about 40 miles away. 34 actually. Good, now that is excellent to hear. I'm not feeling so good. Not feeling so good at all because I'm slightly concerned about this whole thing.
Yeah, I sent you a link. Check it
I
out.
saw. I actually saw that yesterday. It's stupid, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a comment saying the $33 just keep the BA going.
Oh my god. I saw a different article on it actually. Yeah.
It's so hilarious, man.
It's so stupid. A nuke would love that. A nuke would pay extra extra service right there. Auto brakes low
You should
selected.
send this to next gen and see. You want to see
Next-gen.
next gen's reaction for this.
I want to see that too. Actually, he'd probably be. I don't know actually how he'd react to it. If it were a perfect day in Queenstown, then I'd be perfectly happy doing the approach, doing a visual approach. But what was the weather again? Well, actually, the visibility should be fine. gives me no information. Well, overcast at 7,000 is what it's given me. And then it's estimating few at 5,000. Oh, no. I don't know. This useless METAR. Completely useless. 98 knots of wind here. Is the wind speed. 98 knots. I think he'd love that. Next gen would. Benjamin Morgan out of Paris. What do you think? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I have turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. We're going to be coming in for a rough one into Queenstown. We're starting our descent now. If you're seated on the right hand side, you can see the mountains already. Thank you for choosing Air New Zealand on this route that you had absolutely no other choices on. And hope you have a pleasant day in Queenstown. Thank you. I think Jetstar might actually fly this route as well. Not sure though. Descend to 150 originally. Okay, start the descent now into Queenstown. 103 knots. That would have been a great tailwind to fly. I mean, the Wellington approach is also pretty good, pretty nice, but it's nowhere near as nice as the Queenstown approach, which is known as the world's greatest approach or world's most scenic approach or something along those lines. Sam Lardo. Oh, hail da. At Pampu, we should be at 15,000 feet, but that is... Well, that is only 24 miles. Well, no, I mean, that's only 43 miles. I was looking at the wrong thing. It's only 43 miles, so that's ridiculous is what that is. That is absolutely ridiculous. The other ANZ finally took off. Damn it, Dylan. Dylan Weera Singh. Now I gotta descend some more here. Descend some more, getting faster into here. How was school? School was great. Did absolutely nothing. Pointless fucking shitty ass school. Worst school on the planet, the one I attend. Alright, now we're starting to descend quite quickly into the airfield. Someone should tell Lardo to get on to watch this. Yeah, we're at 22.7 now. There's a lake and some mountains and some general wilderness here before we get into Queenstown. Descend to 10,000 feet. Oh, I see. Knows everything, this plane. Alright, at Evcox, we've got to be at 10,000. I want to be at 10,000 earlier than Evcox, to be honest. Actually, we'll see about that when we get there. When we get a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. Flight attendants, prepare the cabin for arrival, and please take your seats also for landing. A little bit early. Alright. If we have a failure of any kind, I guess we attempt to land in Queenstown. If that's unsuccessful, then we're pretty much screwed. Fly back to Christchurch, I guess. Our alternate is Christchurch. In case anything goes wrong, we're flying to Christchurch. Although Dunedin is also available. Although I don't think I have a scenery for there, but whatever. Looking for Cargill as well is available in the very south of New Zealand. Another flyby there for Peterkins. Damn it, Peterkins. I don't know. You've been quiet, which is not usual of you. It is now coming up on midnight, because of course it is. And I'm still fucking streaming like an idiot. 14,000. Okay, 12,000. Okay, we need spoilers. We need a lot of spoilers. This is why I was saying the fucking descend. The damn airplane. Damn piece of shit doesn't like to descend. Plus 13 outside. Should get warmer. Alright, there is the cloud layer. Going right through it now. 37 miles. Alright, we're at 10,000 now, and I'm just a little bit worried about the FMC being, or the Meg 2 being so useless. Descend to 5,000 feet, I think. Or, oh, wrong button. Descend to 5,000. Landing lights on. I'll turn the wing light on again as usual. No need for it, but still. Highest terrain is at 6,200 feet here. So not very high. The frames just went to ass for a second, probably loading in the Queenstown scenery. This is where I really need this damn terrain radar, and I also need this weather to get out of the way. Well, actually, now we're getting below this cloud layer. Should technically be the last one as well, considering the fact that there's no clouds below us. I guess it wants us to follow that valley in then. Need to get the damn chart. Where the hell is the airport? Hello Ian, how are you doing?
2,500.
It was 1010. Okay. Damn it. Kind of butchered the approach here, but then again I have no aids whatsoever here. Minus 236. Thanks, Peterkins.
Terrain. 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 Terrain.
I can see the fucking terrain.
Terrain. Terrain. Terrain. Terrain. Terrain. Terrain. Terrain. Terrain. Terrain. Terrain. Terrain. Terrain. Terrain. Terrain.
Where's the damn river?
Terrain. Terrain. Terrain.
It's not over there, is it?
Terrain.
Fucking give me the auto
Terrain.
assist as well.
Terrain. Terrain. Terrain.
I would say it probably wouldn't be that bad of an idea as well to shoot a missed approach and try and figure out how the hell to actually land here without any sort of guidance. Should be right there, the airport.
Terrain. 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 1,000. Terrain. Terrain.
Fine, I'll lower the gear as well.
Terrain. 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 Terrain.
Charts, I'm looking at the charts.
Terrain.
It's just that I don't have any of the
Terrain.
nav aids that the charts use.
Terrain. 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 Terrain.
Flop's full
Terrain.
now.
Terrain. 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 Terrain.
I think it wants me to follow this valley over to that valley right there, if you see it. And if this were a cloudy day, then you would be fucking screwed. Because you do not descend into cloudy weather with the terrain alarm blaring. But if you can see the terrain, then you can descend into it a little bit
1,000.
better.
Terrain. Terrain.
We are a bit high though still. Well, quite high. There's the runway. I knew it was behind this damn valley.
Think rate. Think rate.
Well, kind of butchered that approach, but that's fine. There's the runway. Alright. Follow the river then. If you don't see the airport, it's right there at the about 11:30 right now. I like how what's his name was in here? Vonch was in here for no reason, didn't say anything and left. After this damn thing started shouting about terrain. Again, 2,500. Continue. 2 reds, 2 whites, that's perfect. Even though it didn't look like we'd get here in one piece, now it's looking like we're definitely gonna get here in one piece, but you never know until we touch down safely and roll out and get to the gate if we landed safely or not. The main thing is that our landing gear is down. This approach looks fun. It is fun, but it isn't that much fun when you don't know the procedure and when you don't have the correct waypoints plugged in. But I should have looked at the procedure before. I flew over the mountain. I should have followed the valley a little bit closer, but I didn't butcher it as bad as I thought I did.
Approaching 2, 3.
I turned left a little bit earlier, so then I was over the mountain, so I had to cross over quite low into that valley there. Gear should be up actually. Yeah, it should have been up, but I put it down a little bit early because I wasn't sure how far away the airport was. And I know, Peterkins, you're talking about you're being sarcastic, but I put it down too early anyway.
400.
No, Peterkins, why would I put it up?
300.
A little bit high.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard. 5.
4,000 feet remaining. 3,000.
Reversers, you have
remaining.
one fucking job, and that's to slow this plane down. There's 100 knots. Brakes are gonna be very hot. That's fine. Thank you, Lardo. You made it just in
1,000
time.
remaining.
We missed the exit by a little bit. Probably should have used medium auto brakes. Also wanted to land on top of the hill and not into the hill. Alright, welcome to... What the hell is this? Welcome to, Queenstown.
100 remaining.
Fuck off, X-Ras. I know how much is remaining as I'm doing my fucking U-turn. Probably should have turned a bit more to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Queenstown.
On runway 05.
Thank you, X-Ras. Oh, damn it, Lardo, when did you get back? You got back about 2 minutes ago. Yeah, I couldn't check that. But I mean, I don't think you blame me for not checking that. That was a hell of an approach. Interesting. Yes, Lardo, I did a very challenging approach and I fucked it up originally, but I got it back on track after almost, well, I say almost crashing into a mountain. I had plenty of vertical separation, but it was under control, but it looked a little bit tighter than it actually was. You can look back on it. Because for some reason the FMS, or the MechDo, it wouldn't take any sort of, it wouldn't take any approaches into Queenstown. It wouldn't accept anything, so I had to fly blind, and you saw how that went. So I gotta complain. I gotta complain to somebody. Almost killed me here in Queenstown today. This is a very narrow taxiway as well. Went here once. Did way too sharp of a turn, rolled the belly sky up, ended up in a river. How the fuck did you do that? Genuinely curious. At least you used the right two after correcting yourself. We'll take gate 2, it doesn't really matter. Went way too close to a mountain. Okay, I see. Damn it, I should have probably just got a different gate. But hey, I don't want to taxi around in the middle of the night. You still flying to Anchorage? Where are you flying from? Alright. Stop. The parking brake is on. Engines are shut off. Forgot to set transponder to standby. Standby is on. Houston to Anchorage. What aircraft are you flying? The Zebo mod? Or some cargo ops? Very nice flight. The approach was kind of butchered, but besides that, it was a very nice flight. 738. I see. Nice, solid Boeing product, the 737. Woy boy. Sim Toolkit Pro gave it a minus 216. UA used 739, but you can't bear the FPS in that plane. I know they use the 739, so. And I was like, you wouldn't fly a 739, so I'm guessing you used the 738. Alright, fly New Zealand. Let's check everything out. It was a relatively nice landing. A little bit of a float, but that was mostly because of the hill on the runway. That was why I floated. But I did float a little bit longer than I probably should have. Also, they've done a major expansion of the ramp area here in Queenstown in the last few years. Got a stable 50 FPS in the 739. Well, that's because you're Peterkins. Alright, I see. Okay, I'm looking on the Sim Toolkit Pro map. The map that's on the actual Sim Toolkit Pro, not that little one that you saw that I just turned off. So you're supposed to follow this little valley in with this river. Actually, no, I'm looking at the wrong valley. You're supposed to follow this valley into this river, and then follow the river in for final. So what I did was I crossed a little bit too early, and then I crossed over a little crest. I had to climb a little bit over a crest to get into the valley, and then I did it perfectly from there. Simbrief called for 46.1 for fuel, but Zebo took up to 46 only, so they fully loaded and estimated 2.5 tons left by Anchorage. See, Boston Atlantic kills your friends for some reason, not sure why. What sceneries do you have? Disconnect from the network. Beautiful aircraft. It was a shame I almost didn't get it in one piece. I forgot that the fucking sounds don't work. This piece of shit. Damn it, Dylan. I like how Dylan also showed up right on time. Damn it, Peterkin's not knowing what sceneries he uses. Is it default? Is it not default? Is it something other than those two options? Which is literally impossible. Yeah, you can see here how much the runway slopes up, actually. Oh, that was a greaser. I think that marking right there is the go-around marking. No, it's not default. Okay, so that's the touchdown zone. A little bit of a float, not much. Hit that zone perfectly. I guess that's the anti-float point, the go-around point. Probably, in hindsight, should have used medium auto brakes. Definitely would have stopped quicker. But hey, I didn't realize that the runway was this short. It's snowing at Anchorage. Of course it's snowing at Anchorage. It's fucking Anchorage, and it's December, man. Well, not yet in Anchorage. Still November in Anchorage. It's, I think, 9:09 p.m. on November the 30th, 2020 in Anchorage, Alaska. Very nice, considering everything. Winds are 340 at 16, gusting 25, so that's fun. Yep, that is very fun. No, Peterkins, it's not snowing in Jamaica. You are mistaken, Peterkins. It's so eerie not hearing any sounds. Only hearing the Sim Toolkit Pro, oh, not the Sim Toolkit Pro, the XP Realistic sounds. Peterkins needs to think like Clarkson, stare at a wall in a room for hours. Yes. How? How what?
Yo, yo.
Oh, hey, Jerry, how you doing?
How's it going? Just thought I'd put my head in here real quick.
You
Check
haven't...
the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just landed.
Back up there. Really? Okay.
Yep.
Well, I missed it, I guess.
Yep. You can still catch the replays.
Yeah, I see it now.
Yep. It's a very short runway and a difficult-ass approach.
Yeah, I'm rewinding it. Here it is.
Damn thing was yelling too low terrain the whole time.
Yep.
I'm glad it wasn't a cloudy day, because that would be hell. Because you do not ignore the terrain alarm on a cloudy day. Peterkins needs to think... Oh, okay, wait. I already read that. Damn it. Now, Lardo says, damn it, Jerry-O, because of course he does.
Isn't he in here?
He is, but he can't speak because his mic doesn't work, like always.
Oh.
His mic hasn't worked for months.
Sounds like him.
Yep. Yeah, this plane is actually very good.
Yeah, if you know how to fly it.
Yeah, that's true. I've worked with the TOLUS enough, though, so I know how to fly an Airbus. I had to work with that fucking jar design, too, so... This runway view actually doesn't say very much other than the fact that the runway is sloped up massively. How do you think, says Peterkins. I don't know how I think. I'll show you where the approach went wrong a little bit. It was here. You see, because that valley right there is the valley I was supposed to follow, and I ended up following this valley by mistake.
So you were too far left?
Yep. So I ended up taking this valley by mistake here. And then when I noticed that there was a mountain in front of me, I noticed my error and climbed above the mountain that's here, above the crest there. Pretty close to that. We're going fast forward as well here a little bit. We got very close to that mountain. Lowered the gear a little bit early. But I still wasn't...
Down. Just go to landing.
Yep.
Stop. No, that's not the
Yep.
important part.
Exactly. Alright. So here... This is where I realized that we were finally perfectly in the right area, because I was I was confused as hell. Because the thing wouldn't accept any approaches. I tried to input an RNAV approach, it wouldn't do anything. It just gave me a visual approach with no assistance. So I had to guess where to turn, and I guessed wrong. Not by much, though. Still would have been pretty bad if I would have actually ended up going down that valley. Whatever. Peterkins, I don't know how you think.
So I don't know if this is a good thing or not.
No, I don't know.
Level up. Words are hard. Whoa. Level up. Oh, I need to go to bed. Livery put a channel called livery request.
Did they?
Yeah, so a lot of people. Oh, liveries, dude. What is wrong with me? Oh, a lot of liveries are being done.
Yep.
They got a lot of them done.
I have
You
such
see
a...
it, right?
I have... Yeah, I see it. I have such a long list of liveries that need to be done. Hello, Simway.
You go all the way to the top. It tells you what plane types they made.
I know what plane types they made. Simway, to be honest, both of the products, the SSG and the X-Crafts, are honestly quite terrible. Like, not good value. I mean, they're flyable, but the value isn't very good. But X-Crafts is reworking their Embraers, so hopefully it's better. So I'd wait to buy it until X-Crafts has reworked their aircraft, and then maybe buy it.
That and wait and see if they drop any deals or any sales.
I mean, the sale just ended.
True. I don't see them making another one anytime soon, especially
well,
with the rework.
Christmas.
I forgot they do the Christmas sale, yes. So yeah, wait
course
for
they
that too. I mean, I don't know if they'll have that. The Express will have that. You know, those Embraers reworked by then. But if they do, it's on sale then.
Yep.
Pick it up there.
Yep.
I don't have it, but
I-
I know a lot of people fly it.
I do, and it's quite bad. The little ones, the E140, 35, 45, and the Legacy are all good. Those ones are fine and worth the price, I think. But the big ones aren't. It's that stupid Tecton FMS that ruins it. The little Embraers at least have other redeeming qualities, but the big ones, they don't have any redeeming qualities. They just have the Tecton FMS, and then that's the only like notable feature. The wings flex in this plane way too much.
I've been on the 320 too many times in my life.
I haven't been on the 320 as much as I've been on the 321 and the 319.
Had not been on a 319 before.
I have many times. I
I've
think
been on a 320, 321, and 738.
I've been on.
Embraer 95.
I've only been on the 75.
JetBlue's 95, which got replaced by the 220s now.
Yep.
Yeah, their 95 is, oh man, that's a bird and a half.
Mhm.
I flew on that from Buffalo, New York to JFK.
Yeah, that's the
airtime
route
of
that they do.
55 minutes.
55. Not too bad.
55 minutes.
Lardo, it's probably because we fly American a lot. And American out of DFW sends mostly 319s and 321s and 738s. So, no 320.
I fly on the 320 from JFK to Santiago, Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
They do 320s and 321s on that flight, but
Yep.
now they do more 321s because they have the Neo.
Of course.
So they fly the Neo 321. JetBlue flies that down there.
Of
So
course.
I mostly do that now when I go.
I don't think I've ever flown the 320 in America. I have in Europe and Asia, but not in America, I don't think. Well, actually, I don't know if I've flown the 320 more than the 321. I've probably flown the 319 more than both.
In America, like going from
Actually,
state to state, I've flown on for Airbus a 321 from LaGuardia to Fort Lauderdale.
in the U.S. state to state, it's almost always been the 737.
I've also been on 737, 800.
That was a tight turn on onto the taxi. I kind of screwed it up a bit. That's fine. The 319, the 321, and the 737 mainly. That's what I've flown here.
I wanna get on the 319. 319 sounds solid. So
I mean, it's no different. It's just a little bit shorter.
just smaller, yeah. Eventually, I do want to get on a 757.
I'm trying to think
That
if I've ever
pencil.
flown on a 757. Not in my memory, but I've flown Delta from JFK to Atlanta, and there's a very high chance that was on a 757. But I don't know because I was too young, so I don't remember. I do remember the Atlanta airport though from that visit. It was night, and there was no aircraft there, so that tells you about how late it was.
I live 10 minutes from LaGuardia, and I shot up there the other day because you know how they made the new terminals and stuff.
Yeah.
I went to go look, what they did now with the highway.
Mhm.
They shot the highway above the airport and make it like a loop going left. Well, if it's during the daytime and you look off to your right, all the terminals and the aircraft are literally parked right there, and it looks amazing. I'll have to send you a picture sometime.
All
But
right.
they did that. LaGuardia looks amazing now, especially with that view. And
LaGuardia
then
is.
the highway ends off at the American Eagle old hangars where they do cargo now. Yeah,
On the east side.
on the east side. Yep.
Do they still use that terminal in the northwest? That weird special terminal where that JetBlue always used before?
Probably not. That's now
You know which one I'm talking about, though, right?
Yes and no. I'm guessing it's gotta be. Oh yeah. I know. Who? Where was I doing? I think I took my dad's car to get it washed. And it's by LaGuardia, and looked over and looked around there. They had two Spirit planes actually parked up there in the middle, like nowhere. It was pretty much empty. So I don't know what they do with it. I don't think they use it, but there was definitely two planes parked up there. No jetway connected to them. They were just literally parked in front of it.
They were just probably parked up there. They probably don't
Definitely.
use it during COVID, but they might use it again later. I don't know.
Probably. But
Probably.
yeah, the new terminal is solid. It's a really
Yeah.
solid terminal.
It's much better than the old piece of shit terminal that they had.
Oh my gosh.
LaGuardia and Newark, the worst airports in the U.S.
I haven't been to Newark. I've seen like the runways at Newark and stuff like that. Driving by the turnpike and stuff.
I haven't been to
Never
Newark
in Newark.
in years. I don't remember anything from Newark, but I remember flying to Newark. I remember the 737-700 on United.
If you ever go to Buffalo, New York, I don't know if you ever have plans for that, but if you ever do, you need to stop before you get on your plane. It's inside the airport. The place is called Anchor Inn. Okay, it's about the best wings you could actually ever eat before getting on the flight. I was at 8, and we ordered to go, and on the flight we ate, and we got home that night, and we still ate those wings. That's how good
Damn.
that stuff was.
I see. I was gonna say, I would never ever go to Buffalo. There is nothing there.
We went, so we took a bus from here all the way to Niagara Falls on the Canada side.
Yeah.
Well, that's an 11-hour trip. On the way back down,
11.
our bus, it's 11 hours, yes.
God damn.
On the way back down, it was going to be another 11 hours, and the bus first stop, when he crosses into New York again, is the Buffalo airport. So we said, nah, screw it. We paid $500 for me and my dad to catch a flight. So the bus took us in, and we waited about an hour. We ate, like I said, and jumped on our plane and
You got there
came
in an
back down
hour.
here. Yeah, literally in 55 minutes, and then we got home, and the bus still had 9 hours to go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we were home and in our bed, and the bus was still on the road.
But it cost you $500.
But it cost us $500. Yes.
$500? Damn.
Yeah, for both. It's because we literally booked it like 2
Yeah.
hours before the plane left.
That's true. If you just walk up to the gate agent and we just walk up to the, because they sell tickets still at airports, don't they? Or at least major carriers sell tickets at major hubs. You can just walk up to the counter and ask them for a ticket to so and so place, and they can probably arrange it for you. All right. Well, I'm gonna end the stream because we're just rambling. I gotta thank. Well, literally nobody was in the chat because it was so late. Simway, Peterkins, Ian, the fake ass Ghost Rider, which is Flight Surgeon, and Captain Geo were all in the stream chat. And then Jeriel, Dylan, Saturn, and Krish were in the voice chat. Damn it, Jeriel. Also, yeah, when I went in 2015, LaGuardia looked terrible. It looked like it was half built. Yep, that's LaGuardia for you. Alright, see you guys next time. Goodbye.